So without Luke, we're starting the recording. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Oh, good.
Good.
Hey, what you got there, little sushi?
So, an herbal jazz cigarette.
It's
Herbal
a Swisher Sweet.
sweet.
Man, thank goodness I stopped. So I don't smoke like blunts anymore, or like
Yeah.
tobacco. Man, it's so bad for you.
But it's so cool.
Man, you look cool.
You look
You do
so cool when you're smoking tobacco.
I have to tell you guys about my panic attacks. Hello, Lukey Luke.
Oh,
We're
no.
What up?
Just so you know, we're recording.
Already?
We started without you. Yes.
Dad,
I'm
Dad's
eating.
having a panic attack.
I came
I-
right on time.
No, my panic attack when we were coming back from Santa Fe, and your tia June was driving.
She
and
smoked a
so-
blunt.
Wait, no. Lisa and your Theo Adrian bought gummies while we were there because it's legal,
Nice.
right? So we're coming back, and she's like driving, and they've got this total cool car. It's got cruise control, everything, keeps
No
you
way.
distance from the car in front of you and all that stuff. She
Oh, yeah,
wasn't using
drivers.
it. So she was like going 85, 60, 85, 70, 75, 85. And I was like, we're going to get pulled over. It's just a done deal. But we didn't. It was all good. But
Did you have a panic attack? Or were you just feeling a little anxious?
I was anxious. Okay. You're right.
Oh no.
Oh my God, what happened?
I don't know. What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Just a lot of things started changing around all of a sudden.
I think I'm the admin on the StreamYard still, or something like that.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because I
weird.
can this is me. Look I can manipulate everything.
Do something cool.
Wow, that's cool.
Make me
All right.
the star.
Let's see.
I don't know how that can. How?
Did that do it?
No. No, made Dad the star again.
It said not possible. You're already the star.
Yeah,
Aw.
you're already the main character.
Okay.
Very
So,
amazing.
Now we're talking.
oh, there you go. So
Fun.
let's
Okay,
get this.
guys, take me down.
Sparky update.
Marky's doing great. He's
Fruit-
bumping
fruit.
a little. If you guys want to see.
Yes. Oh my
Good.
God. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo! Yes.
oh.
That's
yes.
awesome.
So he's popping out. He's making his presence known. He is the
He's
size.
popping out.
We haven't felt him yet. I should. Hopefully, the doctor said that. Hopefully, I'll feel him in the next couple weeks. So we might feel him while we're in Portugal because we leave on Wednesday.
Portugal.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna be gone for 10 days, which will be really fun. Has anybody here been there?
I've never been to Portugal. No. Spain, yes.
It's nice though.
Yeah, I've been to Spain too, and now Portugal.
Is Portugal like Spain?
Yes, except for the language.
Yeah, I know. I haven't studied a wink of language, so
Better get some.
I know
Well-
I'm gonna need to do that like the whole flight, basically.
Well, I know you're not going to drink, but the big thing in Portugal is the port wine. The port.
I know. So I might have Chuck. I can have
No,
sip.
you
That's-
should have some. You should have.
That's
So, but
why
they
they
do
call
it
it
in really little glasses.
Yeah,
you
I can have like little swallows.
You
They're
should
really
have a
sweet.
little bit just to
Right.
say you've had Portugal port
Yeah,
because it's supposedly the best in the world. So, anyway.
yeah,
Did I ever
yeah.
tell you about the story
Can
about
you not take
the?
some back?
What?
You can't take it back.
I could. We're doing carry-ons, but we could potentially purchase another suitcase and check it and like use
What-
that to bring our sous
what-
But of all the souvenirs I want to bring, it's sardines.
What you do, what I've heard the clutch move is
What is it?
you
What's the
get
clutch?
all the stuff you want, and then you take it to like a FedEx or like a shipping place, and then you overnight it the day you fly out that morning, and then it's there, and it's like a little present to yourself from your vacation.
That's adorable. We had to overnight Chuck's glasses from Clackamas, Oregon, because he left them at the Comfort Suites.
Oh no.
His glasses.
I can't say that the staff at the Comfort Suites was helpful or competent.
Yeah.
So Brittany or Shauna
Comfort Suites from where? In Portland?
in Clackamas, Oregon.
Oh, Clackamas.
In the clack.
We
Dude.
got the Whirlpool suite. You could not have paid me to go into this thing because it was just, we just had like a bathtub in our room. And there was a stain. I don't want to say it was black mold, but there was a stain on the ceiling. Anyways.
So I've been on the road, right? Like all over Missouri. And what do you call it? Dad, I'm not gonna light my joint. I'm not gonna light my joint. I just had to put it in my mouth for a second because my hands were full.
Are you guys like
no, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, what?
I was talking about the glasses coming.
Oh,
He's got his gunners on.
I got my gunners on, bro.
What were you gonna say? Have you stayed in a lot of?
Oh, so are you going to the grocery store? Bye, sweetie.
Have fun.
Bye.
Lola's making a roast.
Ooh, yum.
It's gonna be popping. So we've been going. I've been driving all over Missouri, right? And I've been staying in all these little hotels and shit like that. And I have like very strong opinions about the hotel chains in Missouri now. First and foremost, the GOAT, the best one, Courtyard by Marriott.
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah.
Come on.
You ever been to a Crown Plaza?
No.
Love the Crown Plaza.
Crown Plaza is pretty good.
Embassy Suites is pretty good, but
Embassy Suites is good, but it costs money. And if you're going with somebody, that's the best place to go because everybody has their own room.
I don't trust the Hilton. Hilton sucks.
Hilton, no way. Holiday Inn Express, though, in a pinch.
I would much rather do the Holiday Inn Express than I think we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express for Grandma Kitty's celebration of life, and I would say I much preferred that to the Comfort Suite.
Yeah, it's hotels are it's hit and miss.
It's a different walk of life as well because there are definitely people living there, which oh yeah, like definitely. But I was thinking like our room was like $159 a night. So it was like they must get some pretty decent long stay rates.
Yeah, there are also programs that subsidize people to live in hotels.
That makes sense.
And so like you get a stipend that goes
stay in hotels?
Yeah, like that goes directly.
That's so fucking expensive.
Well, a lot of hotels, dude, are struggling to be booked, you know? So it's better to just like keep the lights on with these programs.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Go out of business, right? Yeah. So
hey, I got an announcement to make, and I don't want anybody to get upset.
You're pregnant.
I had my colonoscopy yesterday.
Oh,
I was told it was good.
Huh? Who told you?
I was told
that?
you were Lisa.
God damn it, Lisa! She spoiled my joke.
She was like, "He's been."
What do you have written down? Ew,
oh
Dad!
My God! No one wants to look at your dirty ass colon.
That's a clean colon. That's a clean colon.
Yeah, you can eat off that colon. Are you kidding me?
Why did she tell you that? Oh my God! When did she tell you?
Why wouldn't she? Like, if you asked after it, why wouldn't she tell you?
Like,
no,
so we can ask her how your colon is.
I got hemorrhoids. I got that going for me. Look right there.
Stop pushing. Stop pushing.
Anyway, damn
it.
it.
Your poop slide out.
My God. Well, Dad, thank you for going to the colon.
Man, they gave me propofol, and the nurse anesthesiologist said, "So you're gonna go to sleep in about 15 seconds," and then I was like, the next thing I knew, there was no dreaming, there was nothing. The next thing I looked, and it was Lisa's. Huh?
You weren't awake for it?
No, they put me out. Not like when
awake, I think. Or did they put him out?
Huh?
Chuck, when he was getting his colonoscopies, he was so cute. Oh my God. Afterwards, just being all loopy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he really wanted his little juice boxes. He asked for 2.
So juice boxes. That's what they call it now, huh?
And then you can't leave until you fart.
What? Really?
I didn't fart.
No way. How do they like you have to we just have to wait until one happens organically, or?
Yeah, well, they've gone up there, like they've gone up. So
they've really gone.
Oh yeah, they put carbon monoxide or something up there.
So
Mhm.
you'll toot. There's toots a brewing. So
Oh,
it's just
got
like
it.
making sure that they come out. But
Luke,
So
Luke,
with
it's almost time for us to start getting them, buddy. I have one on my next physical. Yeah,
I'm-
no, you're
really?
I'm taking the risk.
You're supposed to start getting them in your early 30s now.
If I die, I
Really?
die.
really,
I think it's a
think
scam.
get
Just so
one.
you know, I think it's a scam. They're pumping people through this thing.
I have Kaiser,
Don't do
dude.
it. Huh?
I have a flat rate for all this stuff, dude. Might as well get one
It
done.
doesn't matter. Doesn't okay. Get one now, then don't get another one for 30 years.
Imagine he gets it,
30
and then we get an early detection of colon cancer and saves his life though.
Eh,
Yeah.
Think about how valuable that is.
And think
roll
about
the
all the random
dice.
stuff I'm just jamming up there all the time. Like, check it out.
Butt chugging.
You know, yeah, I can't. I just can't stop butt chugging, man.
Oh my
Like, Eliza,
Jamming up there all the time.
future, okay? Like,
Eliza. Okay.
2023.
Let's get
Come
to
on.
the movie.
don't kink shame
We're not
Eliza,
butt chugging.
this
What are
was
you doing?
this was your pick.
It was my
Sponsored by
backup
Chugging.
pick. My backup.
Is your backup pick. The other one, I swear to God, I would have done it, but it got out of the theaters here locally. But
So
I didn't even check to see if that was accurate for Denver, but
I have a funny story, you guys. I went to the little theater that is in Springfield,
Yeah.
right? And we have one like big AMC, like one big like Googleplex, multiplex, whatever you want to call it, right? And the lady and Lola and I go to movies, like we go on little dates and we go to dinner and a movie, right? And the lady knows us because I'm social and there's edibles involved in the movies every time I go, and
running
so
from the mayor of nowhere.
yeah, you know, so she's like, she really understands that we're like, you know, silly, and so we've got a good rapport going. And I went and I asked her. Her name is Julie, and I was just like, "Hey, Julie, like, you know, just like popped over by the box office. I had a meeting, so I was there. I was like, "Hey, Julie, like, just checking to see, like, is Bo is Afraid gonna be in this theater?" And she like went like, "Oh, yes. No."
Really,
And
she
she, like,
reacted
just like that, like, yeah, like just cut it
Dang.
off, like was like chuckling her little heart away, and then was just like, "No."
Oh,
I
so
was
so
Eliza, tell
sad.
me about your backup
Did
movie.
she-
I've already asked her.
but did she explain why, Atticus?
No, I don't think she knew.
It's got
It's-
Joaquin Phoenix,
but
and
it
it was
only
made by
made
Ari Aster.
$10 million in box
I blame the
office.
I blame
That's
the marketing
crazy.
department. That's on A24. They're
Yeah.
not marketing it better.
I
Maybe.
feel like A24. Oh, there's a big fly in here, Owen. Could you get that?
But did you guys see the documentary about A24 and how they started and how they became a successful studio?
No.
It's crazy. It's phenomenal.
You gotta tell Julie she's. I will see that. She's gonna. I forgot. I wanted to say to Atticus, you better tell Julie she's featured on the podcast today.
I will. I got a notarized written consent form before dropping her name.
So Eliza, why
Thank God.
Marcel the Shell with shoes on?
Okay, well, I had seen about 5 minutes of this on an airplane before I believe we ran into buffering issues. I experienced the same thing with Detective Pikachu. And so I was thinking to myself, so I love the original Marcel the Shell with shoes on YouTube video. I believe it was popularized, perhaps if I had to wager a guess, 2013, maybe earlier than that. And I thought it was just like so darling. And so when I saw that there was a full length feature film, I was interested. And when I couldn't think of anything at all, it's the first thing that just popped into my mind.
Nice.
And so that's what I recommended. So the movie is a documentary, true story about a little shell, Marcel, 1 inch tall, who is living in a home, an Airbnb, and has lost his community of shells. So he's there with his grandmother, Nan, but the other shells were taken in the night when a sock drawer was dumped into a guitar case, and breakup ensued. And the rest is a story about the importance of community, connection, friendship, resilience, creativity, and above all.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'll be back. I gotta go get my binder. I have notes.
Oh, okay, great, perfect.
You should
Let's
keep
just
me on your
wait.
notes app like me.
We'll just wait for Dad to get his binder.
His binder, yeah.
Binder, I hardly know her.
Heyo.
Does that
Those-
one work? Oh gosh, that one could have a funny little.
Those tabs aren't even cascading. You guys, this drink that I'm drinking is a little bit of brewed coffee, a little bit of lime juice, this like simple syrup blend that these people have, and then like a tiny little bit of sparkling water, and it tastes just like Coca-Cola with like a really
Really?
coffee Coca-Cola. It's so good.
Yum, that sounds very creative.
Impressive.
It's called the Spice
So,
Girl.
I'm curious to hear what people thought of it.
I like this movie a lot, by the way.
I loved it so much.
You
Like
did.
so
Yeah, it's a
good.
good
Yeah.
movie.
Dad?
It's a gem.
It
It's a gem. It reminded me so much of Babe,
yeah.
but just, I mean, one of the reason I had to get my notes was because of the line right at the beginning of the movie where Marcel says, "Well, it's common knowledge that you have to have at least 20 shells to be a good group." It's like common
You
knowledge.
to survive. I was like, what?
Fucking-
Oh
And
my god.
I will tell you this about this movie. Luke, you should watch this movie over and over and over again if you want to be a filmmaker, because it's about simple storytelling, uh, but brilliant writing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, the writing's
The writing
crazy.
is so brilliant.
It's so good.
It's-
Yeah, no, it's
like
crazy.
a Jim Jarmusch film. Like,
You know what's crazy is that I
Yes.
think Marcel was a more real character than 100% of Wes Anderson movies. It just Marcel just felt so real.
Like a little person, just
Like
like,
a
this little person. Like,
Just a perfect personality encompassed 100%.
and how brave was that little shell. And I mean, I don't mean to I love Nan, the grandmother, so much. She's so wise. It was so funny, but like also so just tender hearted. And I feel like I don't know, I feel like I walked away with a lot of life lessons.
When
absolutely.
they took Nan away from us, I threw my glass against the
I
wall.
knew when she was following that little ladybug into the sunshine
Yeah.
and reading that poem about
But
the trees.
did you notice that when they were having a conversation with the producers of the 60 Minutes, that Connie,
She
the
was
grandma-
on the Z that whole
Yes.
time.
and I said, "Is that foreshadowing for something?" And Lisa goes, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she's gonna die. She's gonna,
Like the long sleep.
yeah.
When and I mean, I know we're jumping all out of order, but like after she passes and Marcel is saying, like, when you're at a party and like you just
Aw.
go to take a rest because you feel so safe. And there's a poem, we'll have to find it, but it's talking about like, I hope death is like being like falling asleep at a party and having your parents like carry you to bed and you can still hear everyone you love and you can still like you're just a little far away but you're resting and you're like
Yes,
so
yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
like,
yes.
oh my god. So that like got me. I was destroyed. I was absolutely destroyed. And the actress who plays, I was like, that voice is so familiar, of the actress who was doing Nan. And I realized it's because what's her name?
Isabella Rossellini.
Yes.
She, I mean, I know her from, well, she's Ingrid Bergman's daughter, and she was in Blue Velvet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the actress from Blue Velvet. She was also in the American version of Cousin Cuisine. But yeah.
I remember her as being Jack's ex-wife on 30 Rock. And she is like from Arby's and she's like, damn it, Johnny, you know I love my beef and cheddars.
You do her voice really well, Liza.
So I was like, oh my god, I think it is. But like, I think so. It was so interesting to see all the little like ways of life. I laughed so hard when Marcel was talking about the hardy hairs that seem to cleave.
Oh, the hardy hairs. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my God. I was just like, and there's something so
Duh.
endearing. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name now? Was it Dustin or
Dean.
Dean?
Yeah.
Dean. He clearly needed he was feeling alone and lonely and lost.
So let me give you some of my favorite lines.
Please, let's hear
Uh,
it.
One of them is everything comes out in the wash, but it doesn't
But
because one of them did. But I don't want to lose everything for the hope of something. That to me is because he didn't. I mean, Marcel. That to me was the denouement of the story when he says that to Nan to say, "I don't want to give up everything," which is her, on the hope of getting something. It's just, ah, it's that whole defending your life story and narrative. What do you? Don't be afraid, and that was her message to him. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Don't worry about it. Ah,
Yeah. And how she was saying, like, don't not live your life to try to protect me. And I thought that was like, how often is that something we're doing without even realizing it? Is
yes.
like trying to follow certain rules because people we love, or just like, I don't know, like just living in fear often and how that,
Well, but that also is it came on him going out with Dean in the car,
yeah,
throwing up.
so many times.
Sorry, so sorry. And then he comes back, and that must have been okay. If you throw up, it's a miserable experience. You throw up over and over again, it's a miserable experience. Then you come back and you find out that your nan has got a big crack in her shell, and no wonder he says, "I don't want to lose everything for the hope
Yeah.
of something." You know what I mean?
Well, and I think that trip was hard for him because I don't think he realized
Yeah.
how much world was out there. And it was like my little heart when he was like, "What are all those white squares?" Or like, "What are all those white dots?" And he's like, "Oh, they're houses." And he was like, "All of them?"
Uh,
And like you could see in his little eye thinking like, "Oh my gosh, there's so many places I have to look for
yeah.
my like and he didn't lose hope necessarily, but you did see it shift and that was hard to watch.
And there's a little bit of a being there motif in this, where he's so innocent that he doesn't understand the situation he's in. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't know. I think like as difficult as like to see him go through like the trials and like little tribulations and everything like that. Oh, where's Dad?
On Earth.
This is the worst.
Hey, put that nasal spray in live, okay?
can't do it.
I heard
Live,
nasal spray is
uncut.
not good for you, by the way.
Live and uncut. Why,
Okay.
Luke? Did Elon Musk invent it?
I
But
heard-
boom!
I heard it makes you dependent on it.
That's been
exactly-
addicted to nasal spray for 20 years.
Isn't
Dad,
that like
don't.
Isn't that a running bit in The King of Queens? And like, yes, all right. So what Jerry Stiller, right? George's dad is also the dad in King of Queens.
Mhm.
And there is a storyline, like a running gag in that in that show that he's addicted to nasal spray, and it's just so funny. He's just like, I crave it, the clarity. Like,
All right,
Oh my
back to
God.
the movie.
It's the clarity.
but
So funny.
But what I liked about like the little trials and tribulations, and one of the quotes that like made me think of this movie is from this slice of life anime that I really like, about this guy that plays shogi for a living, and shogi's chess essentially, right? And there's a really great quote from that made me think of this movie, which was, "Growth is the only evidence of living."
Hmm.
and like you have to grow and you have to endure and you have to do all of that. And like that's like there's two aspects of this movie that I like, which is the philosophy of it, which is I think that captures it really well, and then also like the dialogue and like how they stylize the dialogue, because I agree with you guys that it is expertly written, but I think really where it comes to like where the rubber meets the road is like the delivery and the dialogue, because there's so much like cross talking and like naturalistic pauses and like so
It
much
feels
like
real, yeah.
little hemming and hawing. Like it reminds, one of my favorite shows right now is this show called Smiling Friends, and the philosophy behind Smiling Friends in this show are very different, right? But there's a lot of similarities in how the dialogue is, because like Smiling Friends it's written by an Australian guy and an American guy, and a lot of the dialogue captures like the differences in those cultures and how their dialogue is like, and how like just like their speech is different. And I feel like there's a lot of that same DNA in this, to where it just feels so natural and it feels like a real conversation between two people. And I think that helps kind of carry the philosophies and the messages of the movie in a really, really great way.
For sure.
So I'm going to give you my last. I think it's such an amazing quote, and it comes at the end of the movie, is where Marcel says, after everybody's there and they've gone about their ways, and he's back in the laundry room, and he's the not the air fresheners, but the what is
Like
it called?
Dryer.
Dryer sheets, and he says, "I really wait." I really like the sound of myself connecting to everything. God, it's just talk about, I mean, and he's just sitting there at that point. He's sitting there looking out, thinking of his grand. And it's just, I really like the sound of myself connecting to everything.
no, I just love him so much. He's so sweet. And I
I,
totally
I, Go
like,
ahead.
well, what's so funny too is I was cracking up because I thought Marcel was a girl the whole time.
Mm.
And then until the internet comments was like, oh, such a cute little girl. And then he's like, a girl, pink shoes. My father wore pink shoes or whatever. But then, sorry, I got myself distracted. But so when he was sitting in the window and saying that, like, he never would have heard that sound if he hadn't been there or something like that. It's just like the presence of it was so sweet and so endearing.
Yeah.
And when he's trying to get that little radish out of the ground and he can't, and that bug's there, and then he like yells at the bug to go away, and then the bug comes back and he's just like, hey. And
Yeah.
it's just like he's so open to the world.
Well, the beauty of that scene was he didn't know. I mean, because that's when Grant was gone. And
Mhm.
he was just like, I don't know. I don't know what you want. I don't know I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. He was so frustrated because he knew that she did so much for them and he didn't want to let them go. And it's just a beautiful and cinematically, probably the best part of the movie when that beetle came and he was there looking out and the beetle came and flew right next to him.
Yeah.
Because And that's the other great thing about this movie. So there's CGI, there's live action, there's
Yeah.
stop action and all that stuff. And just done so well. I mean, just really top notch.
I forgot. I just forgot so much that like Marcel wasn't really there. You know what I mean? Or even if he was, like they made it seem so cute and so realistic and all those things.
Yeah.
My favorite scene, two things I'm curious. I'd love to know how they drove the little rover, the little tennis ball.
He's walking.
Well, no, I know, but I would love behind the scenes. I was curious
yeah.
how they made that little tennis ball go all around the house. It's
Yeah.
just so funny to watch.
It's Velcro.
Can you tell me more?
It's like tackiness and Velcro. Wallace and Gromit do the same thing with a lot of their characters. So there's like translucent there's translucent Velcro that they take in and out of the shots, and they have some of it is like green, some of it is clear, some of it is all of that, and that's how they get that like kind of like
Oh, okay. So they just move it slowly.
Yeah, I just watched a documentary about the studio that does like Wallace and Gromit and
I love the Wallace and
Gromit and
Gromit.
Chicken Run and stuff. Similar motifs though, like right, especially with Wallace and Gromit of just slowing down a little bit and really experiencing the mundane things in life as extraordinary. Like there's a huge like theme in a lot of media right now about like romanticizing the mundane, and I think that Marcel does that in a really wholesome way, which I really liked and really resonated with.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
because that's the point, right? Like, I don't know. I think it is sometimes like we watch a lot of movies about like grand adventures where people are like sailing across seas and fighting dragons. And to me, I'm like, Marcel's just as much of a hero as any of them. And I gotta tell you what, when we were watching that 60 Minutes episode and they pulled that sock drawer open and you saw all of them and you jumped in, I lost it. I lost it. And then they zoomed out and he was watching it with all of them.
Yeah.
That got me
This
good.
is a big family, by the way.
I know, and I don't understand like the Chex Mix pieces.
I did,
and
yeah. I thought it was all supposed to be
tampons, I
shells,
don't
because
care.
I saw like macaroni shells, and I was like, oh, and then there was a tampon, and I was like, huh?
Yeah,
Did you
just
guys
like
notice a tampon had its arm around one of the
I
other ones,
know it's strange.
or it
yeah,
had its tail, I guess?
all these like various like sentient objects that are just
Yeah.
like
No, it's good.
a tampon,
It's just it's the I think that whole part was the message that you depend on the people that are closest to you, and that's how you know they're all in that drawer together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it
It's
was
like
great, great.
it's just a soothing movie. Like it's not the most exciting. I felt myself, I will say, like I think I was getting a little bored at first. Like in the first 20 minutes, I was like ready for us to come up with a plan to like seek their family. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, like let's go. But then once they did start taking off, and I don't know, it's just is so sweet. It's just
Yeah.
so, and him playing little macaroni. I mean, it just everything. I was like, who the fuck comes up with this shit? Like, it's so adorable. But I will say, one of my favorite parts is when they were like skating on the dust, and the squirrel gets into the house, and Marcel gets scared. And Dean's just laughing so hard. The squirrel.
Okay,
Oh,
hey,
hi,
hey,
buddy. Oh, that
hey,
reminds me.
it's against the mic.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
like, oh no, it's okay. It's also funny because Arthur, is that the dog? And I was really proud of Marcel putting up his boundary and being like, that dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, God, Marcel, like you're so like, sure, you're so right. Let's get this dog out of here. And the fact that Dean like listened to a shell.
So in the end, Dean bought the house, and they all stayed there happily ever after, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
how I
I,
read it.
I mean, that's
I didn't gather that.
Oh, I
What?
didn't get that.
oh yeah.
Really?
No, God, you guys didn't get that because
No,
of
he leased a different house.
no.
I thought that's what was gonna happen, but it never happened.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the clip after?
Yeah.
Where
I
he
didn't
goes
get that.
where he goes to literally a different space,
Hmm.
and there are flowers in there.
The flowers, where the flowers are?
Did you watch the credits after the first name rolled? Because there's more stuff.
Okay, I'll have to watch them again.
Oh, that's how. That's I don't know.
But he Marcel goes in a car to Dean's new place.
Mm,
Yeah, I think they're different houses, but I think somehow Marcel gets to keep his house or keep his community together.
yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Is that it's a family show, and
Definitely a feel good movie.
it's a feel good movie, but it's it's a modern. Like I said, to me, it's Babe, but in a modern take.
Yeah.
And you guys know how I feel about Babe.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
you
Babe.
love Babe.
Ram you.
Ooh.
So this so I think that this movie is like if Babe and Stranger Than Paradise had a baby. Like that's the vibe that I got.
Stranger than
I don't know that movie, but anyway.
Oh, it's really good. It's a Jim
So
it's a Jim Jarmusch movie. It's
I'll
worth
give this a 2 thumbs up, no doubt about it. I
Yeah.
love it. I loved it.
Super movie.
In terms of numbers,
I mean,
I'll give it an 8 because it was so original and, like I said, well written. If you want to make a movie, you got to have a good script and a good story and write it well and have dialogue that says stuff,
Yeah.
that, and they did this. And I mean, I've had so many quotes in here that just struck me that I told Lisa, I says, stop. I got to stop the show so I can get my book and write the notes. It's
your
just,
binder.
did Lisa like it?
oh yeah, she loved it. She loved it.
She I was just thinking about how cute it was. Their little bistro tables that were the top of those jelly
Yes,
squares that
yes.
are like checkered, and like all those little details really were so sweet to me. I loved it. I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I think like for me, I wonder too because I've seen the original Marcel the Shell video so many times that I think had you ever seen that before, Dad?
No.
Because I think that would have made, if I'd never seen that, I think the opening of this movie is more fun and more unique. And like, because you're like, what did they say? That's so cute. And so for me, I was hearing similar things again. So I'm trying to think about what I want to give it. And I don't want to lowball it, but maybe like a 7.3.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Fair.
give it a 7 as well.
Because I
7
loved it, but it was like a little slow for me at times.
7 sticky wall shoes out of
7
10.
sticky wall shoes like the honey. Or oh my god, I forgot when Marcel just needs to scream it out sometimes.
Because he couldn't itch. Couldn't
Yeah.
scratch.
Oh my god. I get that. I get that. Oh, Agnes, what do you give it?
I love it. I'm with you guys. Like I loved Jenny Slate's performance so much. The
so
voice got to be a little much for me sometimes, just because it's just a frequency that I didn't resonate with for whatever reason. So like some of the things I had to go back and like listen to again because they're just like, oh boy, like like some of the deliveries. But I really liked it. I would give it like a 7 as well.
Okay. All right. Who's up next?
Atticus, I think, right?
Me?
I think Atticus goes after me.
Well, we got kind of off kilter because Atticus wasn't here. I do think it's
Oh, I
Atticus.
go after Atticus.
What was our last movie?
Our last movie was Darjeeling Limited. No.
No, the last thing was Atticus's. It's my turn.
Oh yeah. You know
Oh
what?
yeah,
It
and
was
you did my thing where we watched
the
Groove.
fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
fun stuff.
Oh, I forgot because we didn't watch anything.
Yeah.
Okay, oops, my bad.
It's
All
Dad's
right.
turn.
So
But
Didn't
it's
watch
Dad's
anything.
turn.
It's Dad's turn.
Sorry.
I know what we're watching.
Winslow Boy 2.
No.
The Winslowing.
I'm actually super gassed
wait,
for this
wait,
one.
Wait. No. Wait, he told us.
Think about something inside your eyeball,
Hold
like
on.
living inside
Hold
your
on.
eyeball.
hold
Parasite.
Hate that.
on. Hold on. Have you guys seen the Big Lebowski?
Yes.
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 Yes. What?
Have
I
you
think
guys-
I've watched it with you at least thrice.
Dad, have you seen
Right?
Titanic? It's
Have
pretty
you guys
popular.
seen Miller's Crossing?
No.
No.
Boom, that's the movie.
I thought we were gonna watch Parasite.
I thought we
mean-
were too.
I mean, oh wait, no, I haven't seen The Big Lebowski. We better watch that.
but Miller's Crossing.
Miller's Crossing.
Let me look here.
Herman Miller.
Coen Brothers.
Oh, I love the Coen brothers. Oh, this
Miller's
looks
CrossFit.
interesting.
Hey, Lisa, say hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Okay.
Little wave.
Lisa, do you mean to call me? yesterday?
You guys have a good visit.
She was probably gonna tell you about Dad's colonoscopy.
I called her back and she didn't answer.
She called you?
Yeah.
Am I the only one who didn't get a call?
Pretty sure she called me on accident because I answered and it was just a lot of like.
Oh,
She
okay.
butt dialed you. Here you go.
Miles Crossing. Yeah, we watched like 12 minutes of the Emperor's New Groove. I believe.
Yeah, and it fucking ruled. Luke, speedrun that.
Huh?
Speedrun that.
Speed run it?
Yeah.
Probably could get the world record. I don't think anyone's speed running Emperor's New
What's the
Groove right now.
leaderboard look like? Yeah.
From the makers of Blood Simple and Raising Arizona, a world where nothing is what it seems to be. Leo, is he still the boss?
The day I backed down from a fight, Casper's welcome to the rackets, this town, and my place at the table.
Casper, can he muscle in?
I'm sick of taking a strap from you, Leo. And I'm sick of the high hat.
Tom, would he sell out a friend?
You shouldn't be confronting Jenny Casper. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I can still trade
Is it
body
cut
blows
off?
with any man in this
Wow.
town.
I don't know. It is kind of cut off.
Are we supposed to
Verna,
only be
is
seeing
she
Hey!
one of those girls?
faces?
What did you tell Leo?
Pops.
Told him you were a tramp and he should dump you.
I want everybody to be friends. You, me, Leo, the Danes.
Oh, I am?
The Dane, has he got it figured?
You dumping Leo for the guy who put a bullet in your brother?
Bernie, will he turn the tables?
Don't smart me. I want to watch you squirm. I want to see you sweat a little. All you gotta do to show you're a friend is give me Bernie burn bum. Tommy, you can't do this. You don't bump guys. It's not right, Tom. I can't do it.
Two of us have faced worse odds.
Never without reason.
I thought you said you didn't care about Leo.
I said we were through. It's not the same thing.
I'm talking about friendship. I'm talking about character. I'm talking about ethics.
Why is there an explosion?
Albert Finney, Gabriel Byrne, Marcia Gay Harden, John Turturro.
I can't die. Out here in the woods. Like a dumb animal. I can't die.
He's still alive.
You expect me to believe you? You all over town. Alive and no heart.
No one is what they seem to be
Up is down. Black is white.
at Miller's Crossing.
I think now that I see that, I do think it was.
I
cut
mean,
off a little bit.
the 45% of it that I saw looks really engaging.
Because what were you laughing at? The punches?
Yeah, the punches were so. Dad, that looks like a fucking circus, and I'm here for it. I love it. It looks great.
It looks good. I'm interested.
No, this is probably the greatest movie you guys have not seen because it's Coen Brothers at their best and early on, and so
I'm just glad
I
that
love the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
I love it. So let's talk logistics really quickly.
Yeah.
I'm out. What's the time difference? Time difference between Denver and
Portugal?
Lisbon.
Probably extreme.
7
12
hours.
hours. 7
That
hours.
was ahead.
So
Alright.
it would
So-
be 10 now,
Yeah.
10 in the morning,
10
10
at night.
p.m.
10 at night.
well, let's just do it when you come back.
So could we reconvene on the 4th?
Sure.
Sounds
June?
good.
And then Luke, did you have anything you wanted to share with the group?
No.
Really?
What?
You're
you
not pregnant?
I'm going to Japan in August.
Oh.
Yeah, we already knew.
Oh, that's cool. That's not what I was thinking of.
Oh,
I'm employed.
Oh.
with what? A human job? That
A
doesn't sound like
human.
you.
No, actually, it can be done by AI. So
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
not for long.
But
You're
you're
chat-
doing it, and that's what's
you're-
exciting.
You're a chat GBT. You got
I'm
hired.
a Chat GPT. Yeah.
Take
Finally.
those jobs from the robots.
He's a whole GBT. What are you doing, bro?
IT.
IT?
It's good.
That's awesome.
For
It's
what company? Red
It's,
Lobster?
it's really tiny. No, it's an IT company. So we do IT for a bunch of different companies.
Oh, nice, dude.
Good for you, Luke. I'm so proud. Sorry if I put you on the spot. I just thought we should celebrate a new job.
I also have a job.
Is it new, Atticus, or is it the same one you had last time we met?
It was the same one I had last time.
Okay. Well, I have a job.
I have a job.
The
Yeah,
interview to my first day was it was a 3-day period. So I had an interview Tuesday,
Thorough.
second interview Thursday, started Friday.
Nice.
Wow.
Period for 3 days.
That's a light period.
It was pretty light. Actually, it was super heavy flow.
He was
I got it all out in
Heavy
3
for a
days.
few
Yeah.
days.
He was just
Well,
spotting.
sure.
Mega flow, I
prefer
would
that.
say.
I'd rather let it flow for 2.5 days instead of just a trickle.
Hey,
What
It's like a
so-
fire
What if
hose.
it was on just like a faucet for like 4 hours?
Hands
Oh,
up.
God.
Hands up.
What? Lola?
Can we please? I think we should make a movie. I think all 4 of us should make a movie.
About what? Did Marcel inspire you?
What? Yes, it did.
Actually,
Be-
I do have a movie idea that would work really well before
can?
Eliza gets the what?
The can?
The mason jar?
The mason.
Yes, the mason jar
Oh.
story is absolutely brilliant.
Before
I agree.
before Eliza is showing more, I could show a love story of her and Chuck, and then later on them having a baby, and then that'll be like the life cycle of the mason jar.
Like
Oh.
a love story. I don't.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that-
yeah. That's what we're filming.
No,
Triple
well,
X mason jar. I think that's already been done. One guy, one jar.
That guy died, dude. Like,
Oh my God. Well, I don't know.
don't Google that mason jar video. Sorry.
But I mean,
should.
we should make a movie. We're talking about movies.
All
Let's commit to making a movie.
So here's my pitch for a movie, the one that I've had, right? It is a guy, right, who is part of like a Red Bull marketing style gimmick where he's gonna orbit around the world, right? Live on TikTok or Instagram Live or YouTube or whatever, right? And and the vibe is kind of silly, right? So for some reason, like a Beanie Baby's floating through space and he gets knocked off course, right? And so it's all about him like going planet to planet to planet to try and find somewhere to land, recalibrate the ship, and then fly back to Earth. But every time he gets in the radius of a Terra-friendly plant, there's an interaction with a person who would be receiving him to come and land, right? And I was going to be like, oh, it'll be a different comedian each time, right? You know, all that kind of stuff. And nobody wants to take him in, right? No one will take him in. Like, you're from Earth? I don't think so, buddy. You know, that kind of thing. And that's the gimmick of the show. And I was going to do it as like, the goal would be more of like an episodic kind of thing.
So fun. Love it. What is our CGI budget?
You don't need
Infinite.
a CGI budget to be very big because all you can see is the person, whoever plays the astronaut. It's their perspective. You remember like the top down like shot of the girl in Paprika, how you can just see her like head in the spacesuit. You just do that shot, and then the comedian's voice just comes up as like a little like the, you know, like lines that go up like that, right? And then there's the AI in the ship that the guy bounces stuff off of, or girl, or whoever, right? Whoever the astronaut
Depending
is.
on who gets the lead.
Yeah, and they bounce off stuff from the AI, and the
Tom
AI
Hanks.
could be any of us, right? Like let's
Tom
say
Hanks.
like, it's me and Eliza.
Tom
Eliza's
Hanks.
the astronaut. Yes, I heard Tom Hanks. Dad, got it.
We're trying to get Tom.
Yes, we're trying to get Tom. It's very difficult. He's got.
I can call him.
Do you guys
see if he's free after Asteroid City?
Right.
I can get Colin Farrell. I just
Colin
showed you a
Farrell?
picture.
Oh my God. I wish can we try to get Colin as an astronaut?
Yes, I'm for it.
But
I could
anyway,
call her.
so I
That's
think
an
we should
interesting
all
little
make
bit.
an attempt to make a movie, no matter how small, no matter, I mean, not anything grandiose, but I really think that the thing about Marcel the Shell with shoes on made me realize that you just tell a story. Just tell a story. It's so beautiful, so
It is
poignant.
so beautiful.
It
Little
is.
and the little miniature. I loved the set design
Yes.
and all the like there's something so endearing. And I think I just love miniature things like that. It really and you see because it's also the story of this house where people used to be. There are a lot of layers to it, aren't
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Man. And so the rewatchability is quite high.
Very high. Yes. Very high.
I'm so glad you guys liked it because I thought you were gonna get on and be
My
like,
expectations
what a
for this movie,
stupid movie.
rock bottom. I thought it was gonna suck, and boy was I surprised.
Good.
I
Thank
thought it
God.
was
Right.
too.
Thank
All
God.
right, folks.
Lola, did Lola like it?
Lola, how you liking Tears of the Kingdom?
Lola, what did you think of
I
Marcel?
really like it. I wish I had more time to play it.
And
So
she
good.
liked Marcel just fine, Eliza.
Yeah, it was good.
She's
It's
dodging the
fine.
question because it means that she's wrong about something.
It's mine.
Oh,
Damn
I
it.
work pretty close to you, by the way.
I just want to be like, wow, it was good, but I was expecting it to be horrendous. But it surprised me.
Okay, cool.
That's
I'll
yeah,
take that.
yeah,
Luke, did
Same.
you say you work close to me?
pretty close, like 14 minutes.
Well, if you ever want to come over for dinner,
What
the
about-
dogs are sad that they have to stay with someone else, but they still love you.
I'm sorry.
Luke,
I didn't.
it's
I
not
knew,
your
dude. I
fault.
knew it was gonna be like a fast hire. So
That's not your fault. You don't owe us anything.
All right.
I beg
Wait,
to differ.
wait. No, I've got something pretty important to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Siamese twins. Yeah.
Conjoined twins.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Really?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
All good.
I would like to apologize to the conjoined twins community.
Unless you're from Siam.
I'm sorry.
It is conjoined twins. Do you know that we just had our first separation of conjoined
Yes.
at our hospital?
Yes.
Whoa.
Were you on the team?
No.
Oh
They
my
didn't want
God,
me.
Dad! At dinner last night, I told people you were on the team that separated.
Oh yeah, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
Slicing them up.
We are live. Was Kathy Kathy on the team, Dad? What does Kathy do at the hospital?
Who's Kathy?
She's
Kathy's-
the director.
Kathy's one of the dad's colleagues and a friend of his at the hospital, and he posted a video of her on his YouTube channel doing a speech, and she crushed it.
You
Aw.
didn't see the video of her getting pie in the face?
Dude, no, I don't like that pieing video, man, because I really think that someone is taking out some passive aggressive stuff on you, and I don't approve of that,
No,
dude.
that was a hard pie.
I get like heated. I'd be like, hey, that's my dad. Like, that's my father, bro. Like,
Jeez Louise.
How do I get control of the fucking video again?
See,
so
I
can
would have
show
been like,
this?
he probably deserved that, honestly.
Couscous,
I'm
let me
a
have control
realist.
of the video
let's
again.
look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Hang on.
We have some questions about conjoined twins.
Yes, conjoined
Well,
twins.
Conjoined twins.
Can one be asleep while the other one's awake, like running errands?
It depends on what their setup is. Like, if you're a little conjoined twin and you're taking a nap, sure, like that person can do whatever. But if you guys are the same size, what are you just gonna like have to like there's no way.
Conjoined twins. Wedding.
Well, they have different brains, so I think so. I don't know if like
Britt
it'd be pretty
and-
hard to sleep when you're like walking around.
Okay, conjoined twins, Britt and Abby. So I was thinking these twins got married recently.
To each other?
No, to the same gentleman.
Oh.
And so this is where my questions came from. If you look at the picture, do you think one of these gals could be sleeping
Easily.
while the other one runs errands?
Easily. I could sleep at least.
Yeah. So do you think what?
What?
Dad, these are genuine questions.
Yes, I know. But you know these girls have been around for years.
Do you think it's possible for one of them to throw the other one a surprise birthday party?
No.
Now that's hard. No.
No, like, what are you just gonna put a bag over one of their heads for like
Bose
48
headphones?
hours?
Like if one thinks and she's texting on the side to the group of friends. Do you
No
think
way.
that would
Dear
work
Lord in
well?
heaven.
There's no way.
Where did this thought process come from? If
Where-
I'm
I mean,
just
it-
Because
curious.
I saw a video announcing that they got married and I saw the way that they were conjoined and I thought it was magnificent and I had so many questions. And then I recalled that Dad was on the team that separated the conjoined twins.
I was.
So I thought I could ask him because I thought he was going to be an expert.
Well, he didn't do anything, so he didn't.
Let's
He's
just watch
not-
him get pied.
He's
Yeah,
not an
so
expert.
now you
I
can
tell
see why some of the animosity is coming out the body.
Like, who is this one that he was on the team? You look like a little frog.
Don't miss.
Oh man, Eliza, have you seen the frog butt cheek photos?
Oh my god! And he's
That
like,
is personal. That is
so
personal, man.
much.
That's fucked up. That is too much.
Was it just whipped cream?
That's the way to do it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
Everyone's cheering.
about. Like,
I don't
look at
need
this
no
guy.
body.
Watch
Look at
this,
this guy.
Watch this.
Make fun of my
Smash.
fucking name, will you?
Smash,
Rub,
wiggle,
rub,
over the
smack
head,
the head.
back
Like,
to the
He
face.
really smeared. What did you sleep with this guy's wife, dude? Like, this is like.
That's the way to do it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that. Who is that person that loved this guy?
That is so funny.
That's
That
what I'm
is-
talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Support the troops.
Support the
Yes.
troops.
Yeah.
What have they done for me lately? You know,
Yeah, what did they do for me recently?
I'm just joking.
That's a good question.
Come on up. Come on, you can get it. Come on.
But
Come on up.
man, here, can we end the recording so we can just bullshit around for a little while?
Yeah, let's end the recording. That'd be great.
Like, subscribe,